Hello and welcome to the Dominion Daily for February 25th, 2026. We've got Hinterlands and Corn Guilds today, the return of Sook, and Develop and Haggler. Okay. Trashing wise, we've got Remake, Develop, and Sook. The only plus actions is Crossroads. That's a big limitation. Draw is Menagerie, Margrave, potentially Crossroads, and gains. Margrave is plus buy, Sook is plus buy, Nomads is plus buy, Haggler can gain stuff, Develop can be net gains. Well, depending on if you trash something that gains 2 cards. Okay, so what is the goal here exactly? Gonna have to pick terminals judiciously. Menagerie draw does make Margrave look worse. It's unclear to me looking at this board whether that's reason enough to not play with Margrave. If I had unlimited or effectively unlimited plus actions, I would say, nah, you're just going to play with Margrave regardless. Just because it's like a good card in your own deck anyway. But as it is, I could see the argument for ultimately your terminals, or maybe they're all Sooks, or maybe there's a Haggler or something. There's also like Develop and Nomads as a synergy, so like you might want to be playing with Develop a bit later into the game. Yeah, I'm not sure. And then in terms of how to open, even though we're going to ultimately be playing with Crossroads for actions here, I don't think we want to be hanging on to estates for that purpose, partially because of Menagerie. So Remake and Develop are doing pretty similar things with estates. Remake is definitely the better Copper Trasher. So then the question is, like, do we want to develop early? We could just go, like, Remake Shop. Potentially remake an estate into a Develop if we want to have the Develop in the deck. I mean, I'm pretty certain that I want a remake on 4, so we'll do that. If remake and Develop collide, I guess that wouldn't actually be that bad. I mean, you could develop the remake, take a Sook, trash 2 cards, and then just get another remake. So maybe we do open Develop. Yeah, that seems fine. Okay. So in the short term, it's going to be pretty easy to get 3 costs. We don't necessarily want a 4 cost here, although having a Nomads to develop in the deck would, or to remake for that matter, would not be bad. So we could take a Nomads. We could also just take a Crossroads, knowing that we're going to want one and that it's going to be harder for remake or develop to gain. Well, remake certainly isn't going to be gaining at Crossroads. Develop, probably not. There's a pretty good chance that we are going to end up developing our remake next turn. So the other thing we could do is take another remake. Yeah, I think actually that's probably what we should do. Okay, and now the question is, do we trash 2 coppers or trash copper estate? I think it's 2 coppers. Developing estates and remaking estates, those are both quite good things to be doing here. And then do we want shop on top or menagerie? We have 2 coppers down there. We know menagerie won't activate. So I guess shop is probably just better for the moment. But, well, yeah. Okay. It looks like we're gonna end up developing our remake again. So we could get another one. I'll like remake Crossroads maybe. I mean, we could trash with another Souk, but we're going to get the opportunity to do that next turn anyway, and we don't want to have too many Souks. Developing those is not as appealing. Yeah, I think I'm going to go remake Crossroads. Whoop, never mind. Alright, I guess we'll take a second Crossroads. Shoot. And a couple menageries. I guess we can activate this menagerie. The bot is taking all of the menageries, which is annoying. I wonder if I should just take the last 2. I've still got an estate left that I'd like to turn into a menagerie, but I guess it can be turned into a shop. I don't like to trash these coppers. But I don't want to be stuck without draw. Alright, I guess we can remake to Souk to trash these coppers. I was planning to develop the remake, but whatever. We don't need 3 menageries. Do we discard the Crossroads? We do have another crossroads down there, is the reasoning. We're reasonably likely. I mean, we have trashed a lot of our copper, but maybe we just discard the copper. Oh, 3 cards. All right. If we were to play shop and draw another menagerie, we'd be very sad. Or another crossroads. We could just discard the shop. That might be the play. 2 crossroads? What? Alright. What do we want to develop this turn? Like, we could develop the crossroads into another shop. I don't like super want another shop, but it would give us more coins off the souk. I guess the question is, what are we doing with our money this turn? Like, it's probably... We're probably about at the point where we should start greening, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Well, shoot. We have another menagerie down there. We have the remake. And the shop can't activate either of those. Or sorry, no, that's not true. It can activate the remake, but it's not very helpful. Yeah, I'm just gonna play the souk. We could add a nomads to the deck just to have the extra develop / remake target, and maybe replace the crossroads. What are you doing, bot? All right. I want to get the shop activated. I guess under what if we draw crossroads, that's still fine. If we draw souk, that's still okay. Okay. You're making the coppers looks good. And we're kind of out of actions. Maybe I shouldn't have bothered with that nomads. What's the last card in the deck here? It is... It's not a menagerie. Is it another copper? A shop? I think it's a shop. Okay. Yeah, this Nomads was probably not the play. This deck is just inevitably awkward. Like, what would I... what would I even want to develop the Nomads into? Remaking the Nomads so I don't have to take another 3 cost would be better. So maybe we don't develop the Nomads for now. Ooh, but we don't have... I guess if we want to buy Province, we've got to draw the shop and then use the shop to play the Nomads. Yeah. Or we could develop the Nomads, but I don't want to do that. I think I want to remake it. I do anything interesting with farmland? I'm not really seeing it. This Menagerie draw is going to get to be not so good with the provinces, too. We might have to take a Margrave. Oh, they have a Haggler. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I think we remake Nomads into Margrave. I mean, the bot does have a lot of menageries. But... it's still going to run into the same problem once it starts greening, though. The alternative is to, like, take another Souk. And now I want this developed to become a Nomads. I think Margrave makes more sense. And Province. Do we want any of this stuff? I suppose a gold wouldn't be terrible, but... like, if nothing else, it can be farmlanded into Province. And it is a unique. Yeah, sure, why not? Alright, come on, Margrave. Oh. Well, alright, that's not much of a turn. Ay. I'm not entirely convinced I want anything. I mean, a duchy wouldn't be too bad. It is bad for the Sooks. Could also take a Haggler and like sort of slowly transition our deck towards not wanting Sook so much, I guess. It's probably fine. Is the remake? Oh. What is the bot like trying to do here? Like it I don't understand. There's no way that we're getting rid of a province. We might as well play the menagerie. Sook is worth 0 coins. So no sense in playing that now either. Alright, we can shop the Haggler. And the remake. We could remake Sook into farmland to trash gold to province. And Sook to farmland to trash nomads to gold. Doesn't quite get us to province, but now maybe we take like gold nomads off the Haggler. Yeah, we definitely did activate the bot's draw. I just don't know. Oh man, I don't want to discard this much. Maybe we discard a menagerie on the expectation that it's not. The second one isn't going to activate. Anyway, we did activate the bot's menageries, but like, what is it going to do with all of that? There's a duchy. As a gold in a province. Yeah, it's not okay. Like, well, that one activated. And that one activated. Holy moly. Unexpected. We haven't found our either of our crossroads yet, though. And we still don't. Okay. We have province in hand. I wonder... We could just remake Nomad's shop. So, like, Duchy Nomads. 8, 9, 10. That would give us... double farmland. Oh, wait. No, that doesn't... It doesn't do what I thought it did. Hold on. Could remake Duchy Margrave. Or sorry, Nomad's Margrave. Nomads... Duchy Margrave to farmland to trash. Farmland to province. And then play a gold. Buy farmland, trash gold to province. Okay. This is admittedly not the best hand. After getting Margraved, anyway. Yeah. Currently reading Margraved again. Well, not entirely bad. I'm probably not at half VP yet. I think I want to keep the Haggler just to try to have money. We do have more menageries down there as well. Yeah, but we're pretty close to half VP, I would guess. I mean, without doing the math. Okay, so if we draw farmland, or I don't think we have any gold left, but like we could remake. No. Hmm. Yeah, we could remake into farmland, but unfortunately we can't. I mean, we could remake Haggler to farmland and trash Menagerie, but no, that doesn't. That's not a good idea. I think I'm gonna take. Nomads. And Crossroads. Oh my god. Huh? That's... Guess we discard the farmland. It would be... It is kind of helpful to have, but... Okay, so now... This is looking good. Is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Oh, yeah, okay. Might as well play that. And I don't think... Oh, there's no duchies left. Okay, so remaking isn't actually going to do anything. Alrighty. Ovens, gold, sure. State, copper. Yeah, so, like, obviously that got real ugly, but, that's... The bot normally, I would say, errs really hard in the direction of greening early, and here where it was like correct to do that, it didn't, and I don't know what the heck what's going on, or why it had 5 crossroads. Like, what was that about? I mean, maybe once it had started greening, that would have made some sense. I don't know. If you go in heavy for crossroads draw and your opponent goes for a Margrave, though, it doesn't really work. So, yeah. Weird choices by the bot for sure. Weird board. I probably would have had more fun with it with more plus actions, but oh well. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.